All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a whole new freaking video. I'm freaking jacked up because it's finally time to take all of the one sip reviews and put them against each other in a tiered list. If you haven't been watching the channel, go to my YouTube shorts and check out one sip review. Daily, I'm uploading, an energy drink, taking a sip, rating it out of 10, and now we're gonna be comparing all of the ones I've done in a freaking tier list. So I got the tier list right here. Let me go over the categories quick because they're kind of fun. Wow, that's the best category. That's like the S tier. Freaking electric tier. This is the tier where it's like, you take a sip and you just say, wow. And, if you drink a lot of caffeine, it's very rare for that to happen. So that's why it's the top tier. The next tier it's solid. It is solid. Like this is, if it's at the gas station, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick it. Compared to the other brands or other drinks, it's very, very solid. Gets the job done. It's got caffeine in it. Tastes freaking good. Good enough. C4 gets its own tier because C4 sucks. C4 is terrible. But is it really that bad? Because they do have a lot of caffeine in them, and sometimes they get the job done. So we'll see how well they stack up. And then the last tier is just no, don't want it. If you offer it to me, I probably won't even take it. Free caffeine, I'm gonna turn it down. That's how bad it is. Let's get started. C4 Skittles. Where do I even begin? I think this was one of the very first ones. It just wasn't my favorite. And a few reasons. The common theme with C4 is they're way too sweet. But here's what I'll say. I'm gonna give C4 a little praise. They get me jacked up, man. 200 milligrams caffeine. I get freaking jacked in the gym. I can feel it, man. It feels like taking a pre-workout, like a pre-workout powder. You get that itchy feeling from them. You get jacked up. They may not taste the best, but here's the thing. They don't taste the worst. They're just overly too sweet. That's why I don't like them. They don't taste necessarily bad. They're just way too sweet. So with that being said, I think this C4 is not one of the worst flavors. So it gets the freaking job done. Gets the job done. C4, I think this is the Starburst Strawberry, I wanna say. I could be wrong there. I know it's Starburst. This one, on the other hand, it doesn't taste good to me. It really doesn't. So I can't say it gets the job done. I think it's just a C4. Good enough. Celsius, here we go. Yes, the Blue Crush Celsius. I love the Celsius Essentials. It's 270 milligrams caffeine, so it's getting up, kind of with the reigns. I haven't gone through those on the channel yet. That's gonna come up. That's why there's gonna be many different parts of the series. But this one was probably the second weakest, flavor out of all the Celsius Essentials. So it's very solid though. Very, very solid drink. Highly recommend. Like if it's at the gas station, which they're kind of rare to come across, I'm gonna pick it up if it's at the freaking gas station. Ghost! Woohoo! I wasn't a big fan of Ghost for the longest time, but after doing the series, they're pretty freaking solid. We got the Blue Raspberry Sour Patch Kids, I think. It's kind of hard. They're kind of small here. I can't really see, but it is what it is. You guys get the idea. They're pretty solid. The thing with these, though, I wasn't the biggest fan of this flavor, but they have this weird taste to them where I just like the texture of how it tastes. It's a weird way to describe it. Also, the cans, they have they're really cool cans. So you gotta give them a little bonus points for the design of the can and the logo itself. I'm gonna say it's solid. It's solid. It's close. It's more close to the wow than it would be close to gets the job done, but it's solid. All right, I'll put it at solid. Bucked up. This was yesterday's. Bucked up. We're getting bucked up. Absolutely electric. The blood res was really good. It got me going. Here's what I'll say. It's very close to wow. It's not anywhere near close that gets the job done, but it's definitely solid. It was very close. I got to go through all the flavors, but I have a feeling one of the bucked ups will get in the wow section. So, but for right now, we're gonna keep it at the freaking solid. Oh, let me make sure what flavor this is. The cherry limeade. This one was fantastic. I think this was the very first one I did, or maybe the second. But I like lime, and I liked cherry. But it's not wow though. but it's very solid. Okay, so Celsius, here we go. Okay, so now we have the cherry limeade for Celsius Essentials. It was good. It was better than the Ghost, and it was wow. First wow category, the Celsius cherry limeade claims the first spot in there. Now, Celsius, I believe that, yep, that's the Fruit Burst flavor. This one, right away, I don't have to talk about it too much because I had the verdict. The Fruit Burst flavor, I think, is like, it's just very, you know, it gets the job done. It's closer to that than wow, but the Celsius Essentials are just so fantastic that if they're at the gas station, I'm picking them out. I don't care what the flavor is. So with that being said, it gets solid. Now, the Dragon Berry Celsius Essentials. This one, I have to put it in wow because when I first had it, it absolutely knocked my socks off. It's actually, I don't want to like, I'm not, okay, so look at the order, right? You see how it's kind of ordered. It doesn't mean this is better than this, but I just have to put this in first. This was my favorite out of the whole series. This is my favorite, I'll say it right now. Actually, there might be one more in here that might contend for it, but it was just fantastic, fantastic. Ghost Phase Pop. This one was interesting. I like Ghost, but it just got the job done. I didn't really like the flavor too much. It was fun, but it wasn't solid. It's closer to solid than a C4, but it got the job done. Definitely better than the C4 though. We can move that around. C4 Grape. How did they screw that up? It wasn't no though. Like if someone offered me it for free, I'd still have it. So it's not a no, but it's a C4. It was, how did they screw up grape? I mean, what the heck? Well, let's talk about a good grape flavor here. The Rainstorm Grape. It's not wow, because grape's not my favorite flavor, but it's very solid. Very solid. The Rainstorms, that's the first one so far on the list. We have a bunch down here, but they're fantastic, man. Let me tell you. They are freaking good, and I have no idea how they're so good. Okay, so next up, Kiwi Blend Rainstorm. It had some green, so green apple is my favorite flavor, by the way. And it had a little bit of green apple in it, so it has to go in wow. It has to go in wow, because it was fantastic with the green apple. Ghost, we got the orange, I think dreamsicle or whatever. It's just the orange flavor. I don't like orange, so it gets the job done. Definitely better than that C4 though. But here's what I'll say. I just don't like orange that much. So, I don't know. It just wasn't all there for me. It just wasn't. Okay, what do we got? Oh, I think this is the peach nectarine flavor. Pretty good. I would say it just got the job done because once again, I like peach. It's consistent. Peach, I said this in the review itself, peach is just a consistent flavor. It's always just gonna be a consistent flavor, but it's not solid. It's not a C4. It's gonna get the freaking job done. Okay, next up we got the Guava Strawberry Rainstorm. This was a fun flavor. It's not a wow though. It obviously isn't a wow, but it was a fun flavor. It was like, okay, I've never had this before really. I'm gonna put it in solid. I think it's solid. I think it's solid. Am I the only one that think it's solid? I mean, I thought it was fantastic. So yeah, that's why it's gonna get a solid from me. Okay, what do we got? We got the Sour Warhead, I think the green apple flavor, which is my favorite flavor. I have to. I just have to put it in the wow because it's green apple. Green apple is my favorite flavor. Let's just have that be said. Okay, so now we got a weird one. The Rainstorm, where the heck is it? Rainstorm Citrus Zest. This one I had recently and it got the job done. Look, the Rainstorms are fantastic, but it was a weird flavor. I think here's what I'll say. The good Rainstorms are really good. The ones that aren't the best, they're just, they're gonna get the freaking job done. C4, C4, C4. Which flavor of C4 is this? Oh, the Strawberry Watermelon Ice. So here's the thing. I think the longer the title of the drink is, the worse it is. I won't accept this. If someone gave me a Strawberry Watermelon Ice C4, I'd be like, I'm a pass. I'm a pass, find something better. Doesn't get the freaking job done. I just hate to say it. It's not even a C4. It's just, no, I don't want it. It's just not good. Rainstorm Orange, the orange flavor. I'll say it once again. I don't like orange that much, so I'll throw it in and gets the job done. Let me just explain. I just don't like orange that much. It's not my favorite flavor of drink. It's orange. Is it better than a C4? Yes. I obviously will accept it if someone gives it to me, yes. But it's just doesn't get the job done. And it is what it is. Last but very not least, we have this the Sour Pink Lemonade Ghost, which I remember when I drank this bad boy for the first time, I was like, I mean, this just tastes like your grandma just made you a nice pitcher of lemonade from scratch. I mean, without being, well, obviously with that little intro, of course it's going in the wow. It was wow. It was fantastic. So yeah, this is what it looks like. The very first tier list of the energy drinks I've consumed. Don't try this at home. Don't get addicted to caffeine like I am though. But this is what it looks like so far. Obviously you can see the bottom is gonna be C4. And then at the top, you're gonna get Celsius, Ghost, and Rainstorm. Here's what I'll say though, bucked up, keep them on the radar for the next video. I'll do another video like this in probably a month when I drink another 20 or so. So yeah, about a month I'd say, because I don't have one every day. Yeah, I do. But yeah, basically this is what the lists are gonna look like. You know, a nice mix of drinks. This is my opinion, obviously. Leave your comments below on what you think needs to be changed or moved. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't been watching the One Sip Review series, go to my YouTube shorts. It's on this channel. It's on this channel. Go to the shorts section. Check them out. They're happening daily. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the next video. Keep going.